If you think of yourself as a consumer, if you go to someone's Instagram page and they're selling t-shirts, but they have no pictures of what they're actually selling on their page. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is vlog number 2 of Vlogmas. Welcome back. If you checked out my first video, thank you so much. And if you're returning, that means you probably enjoyed the first one, so thank you so much. This video is going to be how I booked my first client. So if you don't know, I'm a New York City based photographer. I shoot portraits for smaller brands, maybe bigger brands one day, elopements, weddings, family pictures, whatever you need. I'm your gal. And I also travel. So anyway, that's another story for another time, but welcome back to my channel, how I booked my first client. So last year at the end of 2020, I launched my photography business in the middle of a pandemic, at the end of the year, and also during a big move for us. We were moving back to New York City. That's another story that I will discuss in another time. But anyway, all of this, and I was like, you know what? I want to launch my photography business. I've had a camera since 2017. In 2018, when my son was born, I had the idea of starting a photography business, but I don't know, life was kind of hard then with a newborn, and decided to go back and do a traditional job. But when the pandemic happened last year, and that job that I went back to, I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this, but maybe I should start like working on my photography skills again. So I started doing that. My tips for booking your first client might be a little controversial because some people are for this and some people are not. But you have to work for free when you're just starting out. It's the only way you're going to have work to showcase. So we were moving back to New York in October 2020. And I think I decided that I wanted to launch my photography business in October 2020. So quickly, I was like, who can I ask to just get a few like shots of them or something so I can start building my portfolio? So I messaged like 2 of my girlfriends, and one of them said yes, but another one, she was like, I'll come, but she ended up taking pictures too. So I was able to get pictures of them, and that was super nice. They were dressed up in like fall outfits, and it didn't take long at all, maybe like 30 minutes, and then we went and had like dinner and drinks afterwards. That was also like my last time seeing them before I would move. And the next day, I have another friend who has like the most handsome little boy, and I was like, hey, do you want like some fall pictures of your son? And she was like, yes, definitely. So I met up with them at this place called Arbor Hills in Texas, which is where we moved from, and I got some fall pictures of him. But those 2 instances allowed me to have pictures to showcase on my Instagram. I also took pictures of my husband, my brother, and his now wife in Brooklyn when I just got here. So I had all these free shoots that I've done. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, yeah, so 4 shoots that I had already done, which they were all free. But I started posting those on my Instagram. I did not launch anything yet. I did not make any announcement yet that I was starting a photography business. This was just something that I was doing to prepare. So I think this must have been by December now, because we moved here looking for an apartment, all that jazz. So in December, I made an Instagram post that I am starting a photography business. I remember I posted that first static post. It said begin anywhere, and that was my reminder to myself that you don't have to be perfect to start anything. So I posted that to my main page, and my friends started following the page. I had a other friends in the past who were like reposting the picture for me, and it was just like, it felt really nice to know that people that probably see me on Instagram every day supported me in what I was doing. But one instance, one of my old bosses, she reposted my picture and she was like, hey, my friend Joselle is starting her business in New York. If you're looking for a photographer, follow her and hit her up, get to know her. So a little backstory, that boss, she used to live in the Catskills. So she spent summers in New York as well. So she knew a lot of people who lived in the city. So one of her friends messaged me, and luckily she needed some headshots, and she was like, hey, are you available to get some headshots done for me? And I was like, yes. And she was like, yeah, let's do it like next week. And then she ghosted me. I was so devastated, but that's okay. Fast forward a little bit, turns out she just had a lot going on. And so by January, she reached out to me again and she said, hey, are you still available for those headshots? And I said yes, because at that point I was back teaching. If you haven't seen like my very first video, I was a teacher this past school year. So I was back teaching, and so whatever clients I did end up getting would have to be on the weekend or something. So it's like early January, freezing cold, and we head on over to Dumbo to get these pictures done for her. I'll probably show y'all a few of them in this video. I'm so proud of that shoot because I was so nervous, and to me, they came out perfect. She was also very happy and had very good things to say about the pictures and the whole experience, even though I think it was maybe like 10 degrees that day. We were absolutely crazy to be out there taking pictures. But that's how I got my first client, just preparing myself. So doing those free shoots in the past and then putting myself out there, I was able to book a client. I think I charged maybe, it was like a little over $100, which my prices are not that low anymore, but you have to start somewhere. So doing free shoots, pricing low. You don't want to price too low so people don't take you seriously, but reasonably so people want to give you a chance. If you do free work, then you have something to showcase and they have something to go off of. If you think of yourself as a consumer, if you go to someone's Instagram page and they're selling t-shirts, but they have no pictures of what they're actually selling on their page, you won't want to buy t-shirts from them because there's nothing to show that they sell good quality t-shirts. So you have to keep those things in mind, and sometimes you don't want to do things for free because it takes up your time and your energy, but put yourself in that consumer mindset and how you would think in that moment. So I'm really happy I did that shoot, and that was how I booked my first client. Since then, I'm doing a lot better now in my business. You can check out my Instagram here at Joselle Jade Photography. But those are just my 2 tips on how you can book your first photography client. If you have any other tips you'd like to share on how you booked your first client, please leave a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what kinds of videos you'd like to see next. Let me know any questions you have. Give me a follow on Instagram, and thank you so much for tuning in to my second Vlogmas video. I'll see you in the next one.